Hey guys, Rick and Duke, welcome to another episode of HOGG Words of Wisdom. Coming to you live from Zuckerberg's meta platform rubbish joint. Anyway, this episode we're going to entitled Warning, Social Media is Bad for Your Health. And man, I think people are starting to realize it. But first, some quick housekeeping. Here's your accountability check, guys. Have you done your dry fire training today? Have you worked out? What's your act of kindness? What are you grateful for? Again, guys, trying to get you to be 1% better every single day. And what are you doing to do that? Not going to lie, man. Little epiphany this morning, working out. Didn't exactly plan it to go this way, but hey, it worked out. Gun belt sitting there, pistols in there, ready to go for some dry fire that I was doing earlier. It's like, hey, man, let me go get a set in during my workout, right? So I'm working out, get my set in, bam, slap the gun belt on, do my dry fire. So a portion of my dry fire training, take a break, go get my workout back on, go get my dry fire back on. So going back and forth. So I think that's going to be a sustain running down the road here. So the beauty is having that home gym. I'm not worried about anything because I'm right there in the garage. So do as I wish. Definitely an investment because again, your most precious commodity, and thank you for tuning in, is your time, and you don't want to be wasting it. And since you're out there kind of surfing the interwebs, listen to the show, do us a huge favor, swing by warhog.com, kellydefense.com, sign up for those newsletters. Trust me, we will not inundate you with a bunch of rubbish. Don't have the time to do it, right? Try to get pertinent information. Really, last newsletter that went out, a couple big things there. Number one, class in North Carolina coming up July 12th, which is a Friday. We're going to play with trying to do a Friday class, and then on a Saturday class, July 13th. So those are down here in North Carolina. So swing by warhog.com. Check those out. Don't forget, guys, if you want to get around like-minded people, swing by patreon.com/on the range podcast or hit both the websites. Links to the OTR crew. Again, like-minded people, 100+ training videos. We're adding to those all the time. But here's the beauty. It's free to join. So you guys can check it out, see what's going on. You will not get the bi-monthly Zoom calls, unfortunately. You won't get all of the content, get some of the content that's out there. But again, give you an idea what we got going on with our OTR crew members page. So let's jump right in this thing, man. You know, some things happened this week. You got the Surgeon General, take it for what it's worth, wants to put a warning label on social media. Wow, shocking. Here's the thing. I'm going to give you Rick's 2 cents on social, right? Didn't have it prior to me getting out, but obviously once I retired, it was kind of forced upon me. Being an entrepreneur, I mean, this is basically the way you market this day and age. We put a lot of time into it, right? And then, of course, if you don't know or you're new to the show, we got zucked last year where they pulled our Warhog Tactical page off Instagram. So all that time that I'd put in trying to build this thing, get these followers, yada, 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 gone, right? One fail swoop, got zucked, boom. Completely wasted God knows how many weeks, months of my life on this thing. So now the Surgeon General's coming out. I want to put a warning label on there, especially towards the kids. They're saying on average, your average U.S. child spends 4.8 hours a day. Let me say that again, 4.8 hours a day on social media. What the hell are they doing? I have no idea, right? I don't even grasp half the crap that's on social and why people do it. I'm on there to market my business. That's it. Do I really care? Hey, I'm focused on let people understand about Warhog Tactical. But those of you that's on Instagram, you're probably not seeing a whole bunch of us because we're still throttled back. Plus, I don't put a whole bunch of effort into it. Why? Because it's a waste of time. Imagine if you had 4.8 hours in the day. Man, how much working out could you do? How much dry fire could you do? How much hanging out with the family, with the wife, friends, getting things done around the house? How proactive, books to read, but read the Bible, pray, whatever it is you want to do. Almost 5 hours a day these kids are burning on social. And what do you get for it? Nothing. I get zippo out of it, right? Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm a little more proactive when it comes to the LinkedIn side, right? LinkedIn has been good for us. good, steady growth, got no dramas there. I can put, whether it's my training stuff on there, classes coming up, me shooting my firearms, I'm not getting throttled back saying I've violated some terms of service. I can even put political stuff, right? We smashed old Fauci the other day, old fear-mongering Fauci, right? Him and his crap, dude, some of the crap coming out with that guy. He needs to go wear some silver bracelets to be freaking put away forever, right? But we'll save that for another show. But the social media side, I don't get it. I don't get the drive behind it. You know, I did earlier when I was trying to build a brand, or so I thought. But really, when I step back, there was somewhere in there. Of course, you have these epiphanies, and it might have been on the Mic Drop podcast with Mike Ritland. Hey, man, where could people find you? What's your social handles or whatever? And I paused for a minute. I was like, warhog.com, right? Not knowing, but potentially foreseeing I could get zucked, driving to the website. So why do we sit there and push you guys? You know, why do you always hear this? Hey, go to warhog.com, go to kellydefense.com. Why do we always push it? Because we own those. I control that. If you sign up for my newsletter, trust me, you will not get inundated with a bunch of crap because I don't have the time, right? I try to do one a week if I'm lucky. Sometimes it's every other week. So, for example, we had our Project Officer Survival course going on last week, put me a little bit behind, right? But wanted to let those of you subscribe know, hey, we've got our North Carolina class coming up in July. But man, I don't see putting the effort there. Go to the website, right? We're going to start really deep diving on the website. We're going to start putting more things on the website. Heck, I might even have my own little social thing on the website. I don't know, right? But I'm tired of going to social. And then even those that are following, hey, man, we're not seeing it, right? Minimal engagement, minimal growth. Like I said, LinkedIn is where we're seeing our best juice so far. So again, warhog.com, best place to see what's going on. Sign up for the newsletter. And I'm telling you, it's a matter of time. This is my gut opinion. And I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the federal government getting involved in crap. However, when my rights are being violated, which these social platforms and big tech does, and you're going to say, Rick, what are you talking about? They're a private company. Well, they are a private company up until the very point where they opted to be the propaganda arm of the U.S. government, i.e. telling you all this rubbish about the old China virus vaccine, about all this rubbish, how Hunter's laptop was Russian disinformation. Oh, by the way, proven wrong in a court of law, right? So at the moment they did that, they became a state actor. And with them being a state actor, they are held under constitutional law. Well, they're violating my First Amendment rights. They don't allow me to say what they want, right? You can go, oh, and I hear people always go, hey, man, they're a private company. They can do what they want. Nah, au contraire, my friend, right? Au contraire. They are the U.S. government's propaganda puppets. That's all they are. That is all they are. And there's going to be more stuff coming out because, oh, yeah, by the way, old Zuck has already been busted selling your information, right? Lawsuit came on that. He's getting ready to steal all the stuff you upload there on his platform, and he's going to be able to use it for his AI machine. What does that mean? Not quite sure yet. But there's ways to opt out, and we'll definitely put that once I get that worked out on warhog.com. But dude, like I said, going back, I got zero faith in the social platforms, man. To me, it's a complete waste of time. There's got to be better things we can do with our time, especially the kids, than to spend almost 5 hours a day on that stupid box, just turning your brain to mush. They're not thinking. They're not being innovative. They're not outside. They're not exercising. And we can open up this Pandora's box between old Gates trying to poison everybody, between Big Pharma wanting you sick, right? You just keep going down these roads. You have to take care of yourself. So when I sit there and do the accountability check, I'm doing it for a reason. I want longevity in my life. But every time you turn around, these savages, they're trying to cut you down. And you can say what you want. Proof's in the pudding, right? Just take a look around. Since about, I think it's the late 80s, we've seen this crazy influx in, if you want to say, certain diseases popping up. Think about it. We used to be a fit culture, right? And all of a sudden, people are sitting there getting bigger and bigger and bigger and not exercise and not taking care of themselves and thinking they're entitled and yada, yada, yada. Right. And what's the fix? Hey, here's big pharma. Boom. Here's a pill. Here's a pill. Here's a pill. Right. Why do I tie all these two together? Because at the end of the day, they're both crap for you. All they're doing is just stealing your stuff. That's it. I mean, look at Zuckerberg, right? Go look at the misuse of information that he stole from people, right? I think it was $732 billion or $1 million, $732 million. I think he had to pay in his lawsuit. So the point being is they're not doing anything to help you out. But I mean, I get zero. I used to enjoy it. I'm not going to lie. I used to sit there. All right. Hey, engage with people. We could do some business stuff on there. But dude, when my page got wiped out, where do you think all those contacts went? Where do you think all that information went? So now I'm all about, hey man, you want to contact me? Either you're going to send me an email or we're going to do some type of text or something. Right. But DM's just the initial, hey, let's open the door, because I don't trust a single one of these platforms. They got something. There's more to it than what you think. TikTok, the great Chinese spy app. Of course, they're just, they want you brain dead. And unfortunately, we're all falling for it. Just sit there and scroll mindlessly, right? Again, not going to be 100% hypocrite. Yeah, we use it to market, and that's about as far as we go. I probably should respond more to people on LinkedIn. If you follow me on LinkedIn and I don't reply, it's not intentional. It's just I put the post out there and I just let it ride. Even with Instagram, just put it out there and let it ride. I got stuff that's weeks old that I haven't replied to, right? Why? Because I've got zero desire. To me, it's a waste of my time, unfortunately. And it used to be something I used to enjoy engaging with people, but the proof's in the pudding, man. We just haven't put out a whole bunch ever since getting zucked. And then Duke's page is sitting there losing follows like nobody's business. Same with On the Range podcast, Project Officer Survival, sit and stand still. So it's like, why are we bothering? Let's develop what we own internally, our website, our newsletter. Let's work that way to kind of get the HOGG Words of Wisdom out there, for lack of better terms. Guys, I just tell you this, if you got kids, monitor that crap, right? Depending who they're following, who's influencing them, don't let these savages get in your kids' heads. And I got it. Luckily it wasn't as big when my kids were coming up, but I got it, man. They all want to be on there. I want to do this. Hey, see what my friends are doing. Who cares? Honestly, get them outside, get them exercising, limit their screen time. And I don't think anything will happen with the quote unquote Surgeon General's warning, but I ain't going to lie. I'd love to see Meta crushed. I'd love to see him shut down. I'd love to see Zuckerberg behind bars, and the rest of them savages. Luckily Elon taking on Twitter, but we get zero traction out of there. So guys, your HOGG Words of Wisdom is this warning. Social media is bad for your health. Get off of it. Patrons, stand by. We got more for you. For the rest of you guys, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned for our next episode. And don't forget, train hard, stay safe, and we'll see you on the range.